Strong feet are really important in yoga. When you can spread your toes, when you can strengthen your arch, it both serves your feet and your ankles well. We'll be doing some yoga moves that can enhance and stimulate and strengthen your feet. We'll begin seated. It might be easier for you to sit on a chair for this one. We'll be slapping our feet. So take your right foot over your thigh and with the palm of your hand, just slap the base of your toes. Give it a good hard slap. Obviously, we don't want to bruise the foot, but it's a way to really bring the blood to your feet, to get a lot of stimulation there. And don't be afraid to give it a nice hard slap. And you'll see that before too long, you create a little warmth in your foot. You'll see references to this practice in Chinese medicine, and they call for this in a daily practice, sometimes up to 100 times. You be the judge. Just start easy, maybe 30 slaps, just to get things moving. Now let's go to the other foot. With your left foot right above the knee, once again, palm of your hand is striking the base of your foot. And if this is not so comfortable, by all means, come to a chair because you're here for just a little bit. As you give a good hearty slap to the base of the foot to bring a lot of energy and heat and awareness to the foot. My Tai Chi teacher brought this to our attention, how it's so effective in Tai Chi to create this stimulation and awareness to the feet. And it provides for a much better balance and a better engagement on the four corners of your feet. The base of the big toe, base of the baby toe, and 2 points on both sides of the heel. Now come to standing position. In standing position, now that our feet are very active, just lift your heels up and take them down. Lift your heels up, draw them down. So you're on tiptoes, lifting up and coming down. You may find that it's actually easier if you bend your knees, place your hands right above your knees, lift your heels up and take them down. Lift them up and take them down. As you press into the base of the big toe and have a nice groundedness in the base of the baby toe, notice how you can get a nice evenness in the movements. You lift your heels high to really support the strength of the feet. So let's do that a few more repetitions here. Maybe you'll find it even more accessible as you reach your arms up and do these pulsing actions, lifting the heels up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. The arms just help you balance out the movements more. Now release your hands, and as you come to a standing position, step wide. As you step wide on your mat, turn your right toes out. Lift your right heel. With the heel lifted, drop a little bit deeper into your pose and release your heel down. Let's do that a few more times. Lift your right heel up, draw the right heel down, lift up, draw it down. Now with each movement, as we draw the heel down, see if you can get a little bit deeper in your pose. Draw the heel down, lift the heel up, draw down deeper. Lift your heel up and drop in. Reach your arms out for a nice, strong and stable Virabhadrasana number 2. Release your hands and come to the left side. So as you turn your left toes out, bend your left knee, lift your left heel up and draw it down. Lift it up, draw it down. You may find that you're able to widen your stance a little bit more now that you open your hips in this action. You lift the heel up, draw it down. Now let's combine that as you draw the heel down to opening of the pelvis as you drop in a little bit deeper. Lift the heel up, draw it down, lift it up, drop deeper. Again, lift up, drop deeper, lift up, drop in. Reach your arms out for the fullness of Virabhadrasana number 2. Keep the back legs strong as you root down to lift yourself out of the pose. Now let's come to a lunge position. With your right foot forward, come to a lunge position. Now, in this lunge position, come to the outer side of your back foot. So it's a very awkward stance. So as you're on that sharp edge, baby toe side of the back foot, take your right hand to your waist, twist, keep your back leg strong, twist toward your inner knee, reach your right arm up, keep the back leg strong, reach over with the right hand. Release your hand down. Now take your back foot into the standard lunge position. Step the back foot forward. Place both hands to the low back. Rise up. Maybe you've heard about foot pronation and supination, which often results without strength in our feet and ankles. So by doing these actions, you can gain that stability and strength in the poses. We'll work that same action with the left foot forward, the right foot back. Step the right foot back, come to the lunge position. Now turn your foot so the toes draw inward toward the midline of your stance. You're on the outside of your foot. You're pressing the foot down. Keep that strong action of the foot as you let the left hand draw to your waist. You're doing a nice twisting action. Reach your left arm up. Reach your left arm over your head. And release your hand. Lift your back heel up. Step the back foot forward. Place both hands to the low back. Rise up. Now we'll come to a tabletop position. From all fours position, step your right foot just to the outside of your right hand and come to that sharp edge, the baby toe side of the right foot. Take your right palm just to the inner right knee. And this with the hand pressing against the inner knee, pull back toward the midline with the leg. You might want to come just a little bit deeper in this pose by coming down to your forearms. Keep that strong action. Hand is working against the leg. Leg is pulling back to the midline. You're coming toward a nice twist. The foot is remaining really strong. The ankle is not sickling, as it's called, where you just collapse the ankle. The foot is still very engaged. Release now. Come back to the tabletop position. With your hand slightly narrower, step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Come to the outside of your left foot. Work the palm of your left hand against the inner knee. Your choice, you can stay here. Maybe you want to go a little bit deeper into the pose. Working the hand against the inner knee. See if you're going to work the foot very firmly. So you've got a lot of strength in the ankle. Maybe come down a little bit lower in your pose. And slowly make your way out of the action. Just come to a seated position. In this seated position of Sukasana, press the outside of the foot like we've been doing. Press that so firmly that your ankle bones don't drag on the floor and you sit tall. Just a kind of honoring your time to practice and to bring greater awareness to your foundation, to your feet. Place your hands in front of your heart. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me.